nice sleepy. Morning guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today's is just going to be a chill day in our life, as chill as it gets for our family anyway. Zachary, Avery and I are the only ones that are up yet, so I'm just getting a few things sorted. Avery's been being sick quite often in the mornings recently after her first feed, so I've just given her her meds and a syringe full of water. Sorry if you can hear Zach in the background, he's doing his usual thing. But yeah, big syringe of water, and I'm hoping that that might just get her digestive system moving a little bit. I'm going to give her another sort of 15 minutes before I give her a feed and see if that works. It seems to be a recurring issue we have, the vomiting in the morning, but apparently it can be quite common, especially with people with reflux, so I'll see if water beforehand works. Avery actually has a TAC meeting this morning. TAC stands for Team Around the Child. So back in the day it would be a face-to-face sort of round the table meeting. All of the TAC meetings I've had for Avery have been done via Teams. And basically what it is all of her therapists and medical professionals are invited to this one meeting. Unfortunately not all are able to attend, like today Avery's paediatrician can't attend, but it's everyone in one place at the same time. So if I have questions that kind of overlap between medical professionals, then it's a good time to ask things then, because they can kind of talk amongst themselves as well. But yeah, that is at 9:30 I think. It is currently at 20 to 8. I believe Avery's porridge worker is actually coming here as well for the TAC, because at the moment she's sort of lead person on it. So she and I sometimes sit together and kind of do the Teams meeting together. But I'm just gonna feed Avery, wait for the boys to get up and get myself sorted, and I will catch up with you guys after the TAC. So pretty. We just got done with Avery's TAC meeting. It actually only ended up being her porridge worker, occupational therapist and dietitian there, which is sod's law because we actually have an appointment with the dietitian tomorrow and an appointment with the occupational therapist and physio next week. So I feel like we just covered a lot of what we're going to cover in our appointments anyway, but it was still a really good meeting. We all agree that it's really important that Avery gets into the complex movement clinic, just because her dystonia and her dystonic patterns really are getting in the way of a lot of the things that she can be doing to help with her development. So things like sitting up and standing, those sort of things. When she goes into a dystonic pattern, it completely throws her off. So that's something we really need to push forward with. It is the neurologist that kind of has the say on that, and to be honest, we've been waiting a very long time for another appointment with him. It really just feels like we're having to fight for the right treatment, which is a shame. We also need to buy Avery a pair of shoes, preferably high top shoes, ones where the kind of ankle comes up a bit further, just to help with her ankle support when she's in a standing position. So I think I might try and go and find some later on today if I get time. So I'm about to make up Avery's next feed. This one is actually going to be a blend. Now that we're back from Paris, I really want to start transitioning her onto a blended diet. We did do a bit of a trial run before we went, but obviously in Paris we just used her complete feed, mostly for convenience, but now I really want to try and get stuck into it. So I'm going to do a blend now. I think today, just because we have trialed it and we know she tolerates it well, I'm just going to do yogurt, banana and baby porridge, and for the liquid, for consistency, I'm going to use prune juice just because we have it and because I know that will help counteract the banana, because obviously the banana can be constipating. So that's what I'm going to do now. And there we are. I just very roughly worked out the calories in it, and it should be plenty for a meal. And the volume is about what she'd normally have, so it's worked out quite well. Avery has just gone down for a nap. She did really well with her feed. She tolerated it fine, there was no vomit. She didn't seem like she was in pain from it or anything, so definitely a success. So here's my plan in terms of transitioning her onto a blended diet. Tomorrow I'm going to start changing her third feed of the day. So today it was the second feed. Tomorrow I'm going to start with the third feed. I'm going to try savoury food. So my plan is to do chicken, sweet potato and broccoli. And in terms of liquid, to make it the right consistency, I was at first going to use full fat whole milk, but I did a bit of research and apparently the whole milk can actually make reflux worse just because of the fat content. So I looked into other milks. Oat milk I'm a bit wary of just because we used a probiotic oat baby lotion on Avery when she was really small and it gave her a rash, so I might use oat milk in the future, but in terms of now I'm going to leave it and I'm going to treat it as an allergen, I suppose, when I do start to incorporate it, just in case she does have an allergy. Nut milks I found are just too low in calories. Ideally I want something a little bit heartier, so I think we're going to go with soy milk to start with and just see how she gets on with that. Once we've transitioned the second and third feeds, now all of these things depend on factors, the main one being how well Avery tolerates it. My next stage is going to be trying to switch up her feed timings a little bit, so that she's having more kind of meals instead of feeds. So breakfast, snack, lunch and dinner instead of 4 hourly feeds. I want to make it more like meal times as opposed to feed times, and then that way she can actually be a part of our meal times at home. So my idea is maybe to give her a nice big flush of water with her meds when she first gets up in the morning, and then do her breakfast at around 8 o'clock, then a mid-morning snack, and then lunch at around 1:30, and then dinner at around 5:30, and then possibly maybe just a little bit of milk or soy milk or whatever substitute we use in the evening just before bed. Nothing too heavy, just something to help her feel comforted and relaxed and not hungry right before bed, because I try and think, if Avery was eating orally like when my boys were as small as she is now, they would have a bottle of warm milk before bed. It's just what we did, so that may be something that I incorporate, especially if I find that she's not getting enough calories in the day. It'll just be a nice little boost. So yeah, that's my plan. And then once she's settled onto blended diet, I'm really hoping it does something for her reflux. I'm going to give her oral eating another go. I've put a pin in that for the minute. We've just completely stopped it just because she had a bit of an aversion, and I don't want to keep pushing it on her because I don't want that aversion to get worse. So I'm going to see how her stomach copes with the blended diet and then try again after that. And hopefully we can move forward with her oral eating as well, because she can taste her blends. That's the great thing about blended diet. One thing I was actually going to put out to you guys is thoughts on blenders. So I've been doing my research and it sounds as though the top dog is the Vitamix. Now at the moment this is the one we're leaning towards, however it is quite expensive. I think even their kind of entry level model is around £400, and from what I can tell in the UK, I can only find it on the Vitamix website. I know there's the Blend Tech, but I don't think that's as available here in the UK, and the medical discount that I've heard of, I think that isn't available at all in the UK. I think our main ones here that are kind of more widely available are kind of like the NutriBullet and the Ninja, but from what I've heard they don't really have much on the Vitamix. So if any of you guys have done a blended diet or know anything about blenders, let me know. Is the Vitamix worth it? Because it's a lot of money to spend. I've just popped out to our local shopping complex. It's only about 5 minutes from where we are. By the way, my husband is at home. He's on annual leave from work, so I haven't just left the kids on their own. They are with him. But we have like a Marks and Spencer's, TK Maxx, next to Boots and a Mountain Warehouse. I'm trying to find some high top trainers or shoes with some good ankle support for Avery. It's a bit specific, so I'm not sure how much luck I'm gonna get here, but I'm gonna have a look and see if I can find something. Okay, so I'm not sure if I could call that a success, but I did manage to get some things. It was quite tricky finding girly high tops. They had a lot of boys high tops and I did look at those, but even then most of them were in bigger sizes. Like, I'm not 100% sure what size Avery is because we've never had her fitted for shoes, but I know that when we tried some on her in TK Maxx, the 4s were slightly too big, so I went with 3s. I found these in TK Maxx, little Vans, and to be honest, this isn't the kind of shoe I would normally buy for Avery. I would normally get something a bit more girly, but these were the only high tops in a small enough size that I could find, so I thought just to help with therapies and stuff, they will do. They were Vans and they were $24.99. I would never normally spend that much on baby shoes, but when a therapist says something may help, then I tend to just jump up and go, and this just happens to be the closest place to us. I'm sorry, this lighting is really, really bad. That's a little bit better. Okay, so I got those, and then I also found these ones in Next. These ones aren't high tops, but they are quite sturdy and firm, so I'm gonna try these and see if they help. And these are a little bit more girly, and these ones were £17, so again a bit more than I would like to spend. To be honest, when I shop for clothes and shoes and stuff for the kids, I tend to shop in supermarkets and their clothing brands like Asda, George, and two from Sainsbury's and stuff, because I like their clothes and shoes. They're good quality for kids and they're much more affordable, and kids grow out of things very, very quickly. But I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna try these on Avery if she's awake from her nap, see if they work. If not, I have the receipts, so I can always bring them back. Hello, sleepyhead. You've been asleep for a long time. Yes, you have. Oh, big stretch. Hello, cheeky. Mum bought you some new shoes. Gorgeous girl. Are we happy? Are we happy we've had a good sleep? Yeah. Good girl. Well done. I've cleaned the house a bit, we've had dinner. I decided to take the high top shoes, the Vans, back just because she seemed to do just as well in the ones from Next, and Even though the other ones were high tops, the kind of ankle bit wasn't as supportive as I would like. I think if we're going to get her high tops, I'd like to get her some that actually velcro around the kind of ankle, just to keep her ankles in place. So I'll keep on the hunt for some of those. We are keeping the ones from Next, just because she does seem to stand better in them. It seems as though her feet are more supported, and they're really cute on her as well, and she's got a little bit of room to grow in them yet as well, so they should last her a little while. I think I'm going to close this vlog off here. We're just going to relax the rest of the evening, get Avery off to sleep. I hope you've enjoyed spending the day with us. You obviously haven't seen much of the boys today. It's been a bit of a miserable day, so they've mostly been playing and going on their Xbox and tablets and Switches and stuff. They're at that age, they just want to play games all the time, and because it's miserable outside, we just let them do that today. If it was sunny, then we try and get them off of screens and outside to play, hoping for some better weather next week. Anyway, if you are new to my channel and this is the first video you're seeing, hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm a mum of 3, and 2 of my 3 children have additional needs. My son Zachary has autism and my daughter Avery has cerebral palsy. I would love it if you could subscribe and follow us along on this journey, creating an amazing life while adapting to additional and complex medical needs. And with that said, I will see you all on Wednesday at 6 PM UK time with another video. Bye guys.